Palutena, it's Bayonetta. Let's go ahead and do it. Game number 1 is here.
I love the players looking back at us like we know if they're allowed to start playing or not. Like, for us,
I said, we're just the amplified voice talking into the speakers here. I actually don't have any say on this tournament.
The professional yappers indeed. Shout out to all the TOs that made this whole thing possible. You know, Toxin, Snack, the guys that I worked with the most closely.
Toxin, Chopper, Snacks, Mono,
yes.
Man, your work does not go unnoticed, man. We love everything you guys do. And, of course, my boys from the DR here as well, too, man. Ezra, I see you in the building, man. I'm loving the TO work down here in this part of the world, and I'm loving the work here on stage. Both sides playing this one very, very safe and very close to the chest. They know the importance of one hit turning into many hits in a matchup like this.
And as soon as you say that, there's a clean 35 off of a single little hit there. And, oh, we're converting. Can you get anything off of this? A very close top blast zone, but it's not going to be enough.
Not going to be enough indeed, but you're going to see more of that. There's the frame 7 up tilt. And then, of course, we're going to go for the double afterburner kick in the same direction. Okay, kind of letting them off the hook here. And I was getting ready to say, man, Lima looking virtually untouched throughout the majority of this match.
You got to watch out for that Bayo tax. Every time Lima goes down there, you wonder if he's down to stay. So much damage, but it doesn't matter. This is not a game of percents. It's a game of stocks.
This is a game of stocks indeed. And that frame 5 Nair, of course, was coming through in a big way for Chag in the corner. Got the conditioning he was looking for and then was able to find the spike. But there's the frame 7 up tilt again. We're going to see a lot of that in a matchup like this. We only need, well, we need both hits, of course, but you need that first hit to connect. That's the money maker there. Right to the back air, and that's going to close it out.
Speaking of moneymakers, that's a 599 up tilt back air right there.
Well,
it always delivers.
Hey, I know that's right. Bayonetta, the Once Upon a Time DLC, still shades a smash forward coming through in a big way.
Absolutely. And now we got those early percents again. But what do we talk about? It's not about percents. It's about those stocks. As long as Chag can keep up on that side of things, it doesn't matter.
No, it does not. And both sides playing this one very safe and, most importantly, very careful. Not going for anything that puts them in the position to have to overextend. They're going to go for what they know is going to work. There's that down tilt. Damn. Man, I tell you what, man, there's down tilts, and then there's like Palutena and the center were down tilts.
Yeah, there's
okay?
down tilts.
Those are down at tilts, okay? They get the job done in the corner in a major way. Okay. Nothing off the Nair again. Looking for that multi-hit. Looking for really anything for the most part. All you find right there, of course, is the receiving end of a back air again.
I'm really interested to see the holding of center stage. They love being under that center plat because it shuts down a few of your opponent's approach options. It makes it just a little bit harder. And on a stage this small, you can still threaten the corner despite being in that middle point.
Oh, no doubt about it. Now, speaking of getting back towards the middle, I love that dive kick. That split-second decision-making is something that I've always really admired about Lima's gameplay. Knowing when it's time to go for afterburner kick, when it's time to go for the air dodge, when it's time to go for the dive kick, just to get yourself out of harm's way, and then to bring the harm to the other side with that back air again. That right there is just a match made in heaven. Love that back air. Even if he shielded it, I believe it's -5 on shield. Palutena's going to be hard-pressed to find that answer back.
One of the signs, in my mind, of a very good Bayonetta player is how good they are at finding that raw back air. Because how many times have you seen people live to 200 against a Bayo because they can't hit that?
Yes. Yes, it's all about finding those percent windows and try to put him in the arms of the angel right there. May you find some comfort indeed. Doesn't give him anything, though, but the explosive flame forcing recovery to the corner.
You know what, though? He wasn't able to break that low recovery.
Hey, now. You better stop playing around. You better stop. You better stop that.
That's a good morning for you right now. It may be 7 p.m., but I think my man just woke up.
Hey, it's the morning time somewhere in the world, I tell you. A broken clock is right twice a day. Okay, nothing off the grab. And the cross-up. Another thing, too, I like about afterburner kick is that when the pressure is too thick or maybe when the match is not speaking into your favor, you can use that to just get yourself out of harm's way and reset the neutral, reset the scene.
It's a very versatile tool in that way.
It is. It most certainly is.
And that's part of what makes Bayonetta such a strong character. Having those options, it's kind of like when, say, Sora throws out his side, but you don't know exactly what all they're going to do with it, so it's difficult to punish.
Yeah, mobility, I think, is definitely key in a matchup like this. Doesn't actually go for the back air that time. Maybe looking to just put on some safe percent. And then did they just go for the bullet arts? Did they just use the bullet arts?
Optimal.
Lima, jeez, man.
Just that little bit of spice, that extra damage. The bear not going to kill in that scenario. At 158, though, you are living on borrowed time, Chag. You're going to have to steal out another stock like you did on that first one, like you did on that second one.
So smart to go for the explosive flame and force Lima to have to drop down into the blast zone with them. There's this, oh my goodness. Not even going for the held out Nair, just the regular Nair in the corner is enough to keep Chag away from the corner. Frame 9 on the dab, and it's my time to shine. Looking good right here for Lima in game number 1 of winter semis.
Man, fantastic showing from Lima for that whole game. Chag had a couple of cheeky kills in there, but it wasn't enough. Lima trying to defend that throne. The winner last year at First Attack 2023. Can we make it a 2P?
Hey, they're looking to do it, and I think they can do it in a big way, but there's a lot of sharks right here in this top 8. Anybody can bring the pain, and most importantly, anybody can get that gold medal first place spot. It's a lot of bragging rights, man. Not very many people can say they win at First Attack, okay? A lot of people can say they came to First Attack.
Yes,
a lot of people can say they came and spent money at First Attack, but not very many can say they came here and won.
Yeah, did they get a nice jacket while they were at it?
Well, you know, I feel like a winner because I bought the jacket. I feel like a winner because I bought the jacket.
That's true. It's a nice jacket.
No doubt about it, man. I'm loving the audience here, and I'm loving everything I'm seeing right here on the stream. Chag right here, down the game, but let's see what the adjustments are going to be for game number 2.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the stage pick here is kind of scary for Chag. Just in the fact that Bayo now has the ability to cheese you. How many times have you seen those forward air combos kill at 30 on this stage?
Yeah, that's actually a real good question, man. And of course, we got one of the highest ceilings in the business. Actually, I think the highest ceiling of all the competitively viable stages. That
will be a factor, of course.
That's right.
Chag can bias that DI, that SDI, to force Lima into routes that make you go up instead of out, like that.
Yeah, 100%. Now, what I'm kind of worried about, though, to kind of add to that point, Madama Butterfly coming through from another dimension with the F smash. Love that. What I'm kind of worried about in a matchup like this, though, is that when you start to get dive kick or 2, it doesn't even matter. I was getting ready to say, when you get 2 dive kick or afterburner kick happy, you know, you do have that up smash that will catch these anti-air options, but it doesn't even seem to matter because which time, okay?
Ooh, yeah, throw it back. All right, Chag, let's see if you can get that down tilt. We were talking about how strong it is. Not going to be enough because Lima just slowed it down, waited it out, and you're so scared of that side B coming over the ledge and clipping you in the down tilt lag that you don't want to overuse it.
Yeah, man, that down tilt for both characters, I mean, so strong for 2 very, very different reasons. I think a 14-frame startup on Palutena, so it's definitely one of her longer hitting moves, but it's so potent because of how far it lasts from the ledge. But then, of course, you have a quicker one like Bayonetta's where she needs that to get the party started at times. Afterburner kick, the party ain't done, no, bro.
We saw a little bit of a drop there from Lima.
Whoa.
A bit too short. Oh, no, but still alive.
Okay. Definitely bringing the pain in a big way. Was able to go for back air, too, -5 on shield, so it was kind of hard for, I think, Palutena to find an answer back. Standing jab, not going to be enough, but on borrowed time, like you said before.
Okay, we're a little bit safer now. We got rid of that max rage. Terrifying scenario to be in if you're Chag. This time, Palutena, the one struggling to get kills.
Yeah, strangely enough. But again, I think we're seeing a dichotomy between these 2 characters and how they approach the neutral. One side stands still, the other side has to move to get things done. And we're starting to see sometimes the other side impose their will just a little bit too much. Madama Butterfly coming through, bringing the Fist of Fury right there with the up smash.
Yeah, I don't care how high that blast zone is. The giant fist a la Squidward out here trying to close it out. Now, can you come back, Chag?
That is the $1 million question, and I think Chag can do it. They're bringing the heat figuratively and quite literally here, using that explosive flame to maybe cut off some movement, some route options for Bayonetta. Okay, Bayonetta said love is blue, but this damage is pain right here.
Yeah, I hit him with a die.
I know that's right, man. Wait a minute. A lot more than 65% that's got putting on here. Wait a minute. Nothing off the down tilt. Going to go for the first hit of fair.
Okay, down throw goes right into the nair. You're trying to condition Lima to go for the air dodges there. That's how you set up that win condition. Even if it's not in this game, maybe it'll come up in the next.
Whoa, and a back air in the corner. Now on the topic of the next game, we got to see some adjustments, and we got to see them quick because, again, the movement options, as stationary and as dangerous as a character like Palutena can be, I feel like when she gets outmaneuvered, you know, even in the slightest sense, she's in some real trouble. Now you do have anti-air options like Nair and like up smash, but what are you to do?
One thing he might be about to do. Lima called this. He said he's going to be up 2-0. Chag's going to go min-min. Let's find out.
Bro,
let's see if it happens.
Are you Nostradamus? Are you about to bring it into the...
Oh, is he
doing it?
He's thinking about...
Nah. He's doing it? Okay. That's right. He said, I want to keep it the battle of heaven and hell right here, man. It's Bayonetta and it's Palutena.
Hey, he was right about the 2-0, though.
Yep.
Got to give him that. My man confident for a reason.
That's right. We're rocking the Witch with No Memory outfit as well, mind you. Love that.
Ooh, my man knows his stuff.
Hey, man, I'm a big Bayonetta fan, man. That game was actually the reason why I bought the Wii U and then Smash afterwards. Yeah, man. Bayonetta 2 is a Wii U exclusive.
True.
And man, we have some of the dopest costumes right here for some of the dopest characters. I think both of these 2 players right here strutting their stuff right here in a very fashionable way, bringing that fire. Cross up right there on the afterburner kick. Doesn't get anything off of it.
What do you think the idea was here from Chag to run it back to the same stage? Because it didn't seem like it worked out too well.
Well, I think there was shades of juggling at the end of the last game. When the platforms came back in their position to the far left and right sides of the screen, when they're positioned that way, then you get the opportunity to juggle Bayonetta. And I'm saying that very loosely because her movement options still make it very hard to pinpoint where she's at. But depending on the percent narrative will determine on how she's going to land.
Ooh, well, she might not get a chance to land here. Okay, Chag, an 81% for your troubles. That's not too bad in the Bayo matchup. It's more going to be a matter of can Chag do a little bit better about getting those early kills, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's all about that, again, those early kills and most importantly, that early to mid-game percent that we're starting to see. Oh, a little bit off the mark with that down tilt. A bit of a laggier option, something we typically see more in the corner, but for good reason, we got to see it right there. Oh, yeah, leg day.
Hey, I respect it. It's a great stalling mix-up. So often, your opponent has a default timing.
Whoa! And then the mix-up, the up tilt right into the schmicks, and then another up tilt into the back air.
Oh no, don't let it be you. Not again. You know Lima is fiending for it right now. Not able to find it, though. Chag barely stays alive in that terrifying scenario.
And just holding shield. I mean, this is a position you don't want to be in going against Chag. Nothing off the up tilt. And again, nair out of shield. Okay,
down throw.
Yeah, down throw indeed.
And again, going right into that up air. That time, Lima missed the tech on the platform. It was an opportunity, but it was a missed one. Those are the kinds of things Chag cannot afford to let slip at this point in the bracket.
He most certainly cannot right there. Every little hit from Bayonetta starts to stack up over time. Dive kick. Oh, yeah, you're in some trouble right there.
It doesn't matter if that's invincible. You just got hit.
Yeah, you got to eat that. You got to eat that. Going to go for the forward throw. Of course, we're looking for positioning. And the bullet climax that time. Usually you see a Bayonetta get you off stage and then use the threat of the bullet climax to force the aqua recovery. But this time looking for percent straight up.
Yeah, really earning that nickname of Mrs. Nair there.
Yeah,
that easy 47 that's alive and well in 2024. It doesn't matter how you rework this character. Yeah, run it back. One more for the fans.
That's right, man. Go ahead and get you to go play too at that, man. Nothing off the back air. And nothing off the up tilt there. A rare miss. I don't know if they can afford to keep going for it. Chag is going to become hit to those waves pretty soon. Standing jab in the corner. Looking like smash 4 Palutena, if you will.
Yeah, real. Okay, and now we slow it down, right? Finally, speaking of slowing it down, maybe a little bit too far.
Yeah, you can't hang out in the corner. You can't loiter. You got to buy something. Oh, my goodness. Was able to actually witch switch through the auto reticle. Maybe notes for something we might see here in the future. Ooh. Up till frame 7 into frame 11. It is a match made in heaven right there. Bars. I'm a rapper.
Well, know about a DI is going to save you from that. We had the E at the end of that one.
Okay. Hanging out in the corner right now. And yes, knew that they were going to try to jump out of position because you do have that luxury going for that frame 5 nair again, but was actually able to put out a hitbox to cover himself a little bit. Up tilt. Don't touch that platform. Back throw.
And that kills on this stage.
It most definitely does. I think that's one luxury Palutena does have in this matchup is that I get to play with my back to the ledge and, of course, in the opposite way as well.
And now you've reset the scenario. Chag has one more opportunity. He's down a few percent, but, you know, that's the Bayo matchup. Sometimes it happens. Can you find a way to clap back? Can Chag get on the board? It's his winner's side of life. Those stretcher platforms terrifying me right now.
Oh, man. It's FD now with a much higher ceiling. There's the fair.
And nice. That dollar store lightning kick coming in clutch right now.
So smart. Knew that they were actually going to press the button on the way back down to the ground. That was such an intelligent thing to do. That stylized aggression, knowing when it's your turn to bring the pain, but also knowing the timing is such a big deal, especially versus a Bayonetta of this caliber. Chag looking good, but he's definitely looked better up here in this blast zone. SDI going crazy.
Man, he burned his air dodge in there as well. You could hear it, but Lima wasn't able to follow. Great drift on that recovery. Now an opportunity for Chag. Find the opening.
Okay. Nice, going to go for the witch time, just in case they go for explosive flame. Very smart, but you don't want to stall that out. Okay, now the longer you wait for a player that likes to stay stationary, the more time you give them to think. Don't walk into a trap because we haven't seen up smash, catch afterburner kick quite yet. It is a strong anti-air option.
This is that do or die. They both want that raw back air. Who can find it first, or who can condition the other into defending against it too much?
I feel like we almost seen it just there, but was able to swing before the back air came out. Okay, explosive flame right here. I'm trying to cut off routes. I don't want any part of you on these platforms at all. If you're going to get this job done, you got to face me heads up.
That back air almost shield poking with how low it was. Is that enough? No, it's not! Lima's still alive. Force high, then goes back low. But there we go. Once again, missed discount lightning kick. Going to do it.
Going to do it, man. Beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and take a peek here at these replays. I actually went for the up tilt frame 7, then went for the first hit of fair for the mix-up because they knew they'd be expecting a backer, even if the percent window was as crazy as it was. Then hit him with the rinse and repeat, the remix, the reprise, the revisited. He said, I'm going to do it again. Bet I won't. Went for the up tilt, got the back air. Really brought something flashy here in a very Lima sort of fashion.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. That was a great game number 3. Getting Chag back into this set like we talked about. The min-min, I guess, wasn't the answer. I don't know why my man's hovering Bridge of Elden. That's not legal. That'd be sick, though.
That's where I want to go.
That'd be sick.
That's where I want to go.
You ever do the Jigglypuff glitch on there?
Oh, yeah, man. We've been doing that since Brawl. No, I go to the Bridge of Elden because I like to play with the smash meter on. And so, if you play Link, you'll notice. So back in Brawl, you'll notice that a lot of the stages were set up for the representative characters on Smash. So for example, Link had the slash thing. Remember the Triforce slash? Bridge of Elden, there's nowhere to hide from it.
Oh, I see.
And then the same thing with the arrow. Now remember, he has the arrow. There's nowhere to really hide from it on a stage like that.
You know what? As a Spaceys player, Lilat, it all clicks now. It makes sense.
Stay woke. Again, Lilac Cruz, the big Landmaster comes down.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Nowhere.
You kill them once, and then you do that thing where you pull them off the top while they're still invincible.
Mushroomy Kingdom, bro. The stage is moving. If I hit you with Mario's Final Smash the opposite direction, you're dead.
Yeah, you got to hold that.
You got to hold that indeed right there. A little bit of lore right there for the babies in the chat. In the meantime, we got to talk about the real narrative, the real lore, which is Lima being up 2 games, but Chag bringing the fire here in this set.
And what better way to reinvigorate this set than going to the classic Final Destination. No platform's gonna save you this time.
No, absolutely not, man. It's just you, me, and our feet on this solid ground. You can leave your feet if you want, but it's ill-advised. Short hop back air, auto reticle to stop you in your place.
And we saw at the end of the last game as well, going back to talking about these platforms, where Lima was looking really solid on that last stock, that final hit scenario, until the plats came back, and then all of a sudden it turned around and went Chag's way.
Yep, 100%. Again, it just goes to show like how quickly things can turn around in a matchup like this. There's the up tilt. You better put that away. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and I love how Lima just keeps going for a little bit of those bullet arcs. Even if the combo's not true, I just need the active hitbox at the end of the bullet arc chamber to get it done. There's bullet climax, though.
My man really just went for footstool down air and neutral. That was... My man,
hashtag
built different.
Hashtag just Lima things, but just Chag things coming through in a big way. Of course, I got a little bit of race, but that forward throw should be enough to do it, yes. One of the strongest forward throws in the business, and it belongs to Bayonetta to compensate for that really poor grab range that she has.
Yeah, you got to be careful about how you go about those grabs. If you whiff that, it's so laggy, and you know Lima, at those low percents, he grabs you with the nair, he stretches you across the stage, or even worse.
Oh, 100%. No doubt about it. There's the frame 5 nair on the way back up, eating up every part of that shield.
And it was a great shield angle as well to not get shield poked on.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, too. Been seeing a lot of that here from both of these two opponents. Dive kick on the way down.
Love that landing.
Again, I say it once, I'll say it again. You know, when the position is not speaking to the favor of Lima, I will afterburner kick, dive kick, sliding hill kick. I'm going to slide up out of here, friends. I'm gone.
Yeah, Lima was put in a scary situation with that slide, though. That bats within. It can be really easy to be pre-buffering your next move. You hit the bats without expecting it, and all of a sudden you just like air dodge into the blast zone and die.
Oh my God. Standing down. Oh, actually going to go for the pummels there that time. Sliding hill kick just in case, and went for the high recovery, and off the mark with the up air. Chag is cooking here, and most importantly with the right grease. Let me see something.
We finally just saw that mix-up coming out. Lima didn't give it to him, but Chag has been trying to condition Lima to air dodge off of those throws so that he can punish harder. But Lima standing strong.
And I love that. Yes, staying strong. Honestly, I'd almost argue maybe staying stronger right now. We're seeing a lot more confidence come through from Chag's gameplay, especially with that back air. Both back airs -5 on shield. Palutena is just a little bit quicker, but I think just the setup speaking more to the favor of Lima right now. Chag, of course, back against the wall. This is looking anything but pleasant right now if you're Chag.
124 on this first stock. You can absolutely get the kill here. And we saw Chag pulling out some early stocks before. There's a path here, but the path is ever narrowing as Lima pulls him deep off stage. Not able to get the kill, but putting on the threat. Another witch twist, kending him all the way into the blast zone. Forward air, stretchers him into the loser's bracket.
Jesus Christ. I mean, that is how you close out a game right there, friends. Round of applause to Lima. Of course, it's not easy to play on a stage this big, but both sides made it look very, very easy. And of course, round of applause to Chag. We're definitely going to see some of them later. that Palutena gameplay, it ain't the last you've seen of it. It ain't the last you've seen of it at all.
And who knows, maybe we'll see the Min again. This could be our grand finals.
This could definitely be the grand finals. I would like to see the Min. I haven't seen it at all through bracket, but one thing I have seen were these replays. Let's go ahead and relive the magic here. Going to go for the short hop nair. A little bit mispositioned, and it looks like Lima made him pay for it. And then, of course, there was the double afterburner kick into the forward air. We've seen the forward air utilized really just for the one hit into an extension, but I think that time actually went for all 3 hits because he knew if you're off this stage, you have sealed your fate, and I'm about to punch my ticket to the next portion of winners.
Sometimes it's just GG's, we go next, shake my hand. I'll see you in winners finals, though, or grand finals, I guess. We'll see. Losers finals. Who knows? This tournament's stacked.
Yeah, it most definitely is, man. So big shout out, of course, to those 2 individuals. It was very strange to see both of them on that side of the bracket, but even though that was like a head scratcher for me just in terms of how the bracket kind of shook out,